X said the Australian regulator had demanded the platform globally withhold these posts or face a daily fine of $785,000.
So they're trying to tell X to withhold the posts in only Australia or globally?
It said demanded the platform globally withhold these posts. So I don't know why.
That's okay.
Ruslan.
Australian court demands that Elon Musk's X platform bans the video of Bishop Marimar Emanuel being brutalized on camera. This is a very interesting and developing story with regards to what's been happening post last weekend where this all happened. Let's go to the other article. Elon Musk accuses Australia of censorship after court bans this video. So if you guys haven't been caught up, Bishop Marimar Emanuel, interesting guy, super viral on social media. And of course, this attack of him on the live stream ended up popping off on X. And apparently Australia is now attempting to remove this video from the internet. This is, I think, a pretty gross government overstep. I don't quite understand what they're trying to do here. The tech billionaire social media platform X had said it would fight Australian orders to take down posting related to a knife attack on a Sydney bishop that was streamed online. I feel like the damage has already been done. Like, what's the point of trying to get this removed now? He's dealing with a similar situation in Brazil about them trying to remove their platform there. Anthony Albanese responded Tuesday by describing Musk as an arrogant billionaire. I mean, it's like, instead of dealing with the substance of whatever his argument is, you just dismiss him and label him arrogant, right? This is an ad hominem. I want to know what is the thought behind this conversation. Who considers himself above the law and was out of touch with the public. I mean, maybe he is out of touch with the public. I don't know. But how is that relevant to this? The tech company rebranded 2023 by Musk after he bought Twitter. Announced last week it would fight in court Australia orders to take down posts relating to the attack. The Syrian church as a service was being streamed April 15th. Material was geo-blocked from Australia but available elsewhere. But the regulators that made the order, Australia's e-safety commission, which describes itself as the world's first government agency dedicated to keeping people safe online, successfully applied to the federal court in Sydney for a temporary global ban. So it's okay. So to be fair, it seems like they were consistent in trying to block this video out of the rip.
So they geo-blocked it in their country, and then their little I care about your safety, just trust us as the government to care about you the most because this is Australia, not America, wants to now create a global ban on this thing being pushed by an agency that is not a global agency. So what the freak is up with that?
In an after-hours hearing Monday, Justice Jeffrey Kenneth suppressed the footage from all X users until Wednesday when an application for a permanent ban will be heard. Hours later, Musk posted on his personal X account a cartoon that depicted a fork in a road with one path leading to free speech and truth and the other to censorship propaganda. Musk cites Albanese telling reporters Monday that other social media platforms had largely compiled with the regulators' orders to take violent content down. I'd like to take a moment to thank the PM for informing the public that this platform is the only truthful one. Wow. Albanese berated Musk in several television interviews. We'll do what's necessary to take this arrogant billionaire who thinks he's above the law, but also above common decency. The idea that someone would go to court for the right to put up violent. I don't think he understands. This is the right isn't to put up violent content. That's not the point. The point is this happened and it's public and people want to know and see that it happened. It's already out there. You can't let the genie out of the bottle when you're live streaming stuff like this.
But this is also the paradigm of the guy that makes decisions for a country in the search of like safety and decency. Americans, we have a completely different paradigm, which is like, we want the truth, even if it hurts and it's aggressive and it's scary. And they are like, oh, it's not kind and below human decency regulations and it's all violence is bad. All depictions of violence are bad. He thinks perpetrating this moment of Bishop being attacked when in reality there's other narratives behind this video that continue, which is like the narrative of Christians being persecuted, but like like now there's a physical representation of that.
There's video evidence of it happening.
There's the narrative of the logical conclusions of Islam happening. Like these are all the underlying tones of why it's important to show a video like this. And then there's also the even greater narrative of like when you serve an amazing God, amazing things happen in hard situations. And so like when he's just focused on like, oh, I'm Australian, I have the paradigm of like, I can't believe Americans have guns. That's crazy to me. They're so dumb for that. Of course, he's not going to get why we would leave up content that maybe doesn't feel like it's a net positive, but it actually communicates a greater narrative.
That's a good say. Social media needs to have social responsibility.
Oh, I agree with China. We need a social credit score. Right?
Yeah. This is a bloke who's chosen ego and showing violence over common sense.
It's such appeal to motive fallacy, which is hilarious.
Yeah, it is very much so an appeal to motive
There's
fallacy.
no let me steal man why he may be leaving this up.
Right. This isn't about censorship. It's about common sense and common decency, and Elon Musk should show some. The regulator's lawyer, Christopher Tran, had argued Monday in court that geo-blocking Australia did not meet the definition of removal of the footage under Australian laws. Tran said that the footage was graphic and violent video and would cause irreparable harm if it's continuing to circulate. I think the video has done all the harm it's going to do at this point.
Yeah.
You have the bishop who was attacked in a situation saying to follow the laws of the land and to not go out and riot and not go out and do these sorts of things. He's praying for his attacker. He's forgiving his attacker. How is it going to cause irreparable harm? It doesn't make any sense. It's already done. Everybody already knows what happened. They tried to take the kid out. The dude that did it almost got his life taken, and they barricaded him in the church after the bishop prayed for him. Like this makes no sense. X's lawyer Marcus Hoyne said he was unable to get instructions from a San Francisco-based client because it was early Monday morning in the United States. Okay.
X said the Australian regulator had demanded the platform globally withhold these posts or face a daily fine of $785,000.
So they're trying to tell X to withhold the posts in only Australia or globally?
It said demanded the platform globally withhold these posts. So I don't know why.
Okay. You could say there's crazy stuff on X. CP, I hear you. And another foreign government can't tell Elon Musk
that they can't show this in America, otherwise they're going to charge them.
That's insanity.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Say you think he's indecent. Say you think it's whack that he's leaving it up. Say that you think it's whack because there's all kinds of worse filth up on X, which there is. A foreign government can't step in and be like, well, yeah, we're going to charge you $785,000 as a daily fine for leaving the video up on your American platform.
That's like going to your neighbor and being like, hey, I'm going to charge you every day that you don't pull your trash cans in after Wednesday of the trash day.
That's
crazy.
craziness.
Like every day that they're out there.
I don't like that
I don't like that.
I don't like that your Christmas lights are still up.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what?
It looks messy to me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to charge you. You're going to get a bill.
X believes the e-safety order was not within the scope of Australian law, and we complied with the directive pending a legal challenge. While X respects the right of a country to enforce its laws within its jurisdiction, the e-safety commissioner does not have the authority to dictate what X's users can see globally. That's the issue here. That sounds like the crux of the issue here.
At least China got it right. They're like, we'll just make our own platform.
Yeah, we're just not going to have these platforms in our country.
Yeah, exactly.
We will robustly challenge this unlawful and dangerous approach in court. The live feed of the church attack, social media that followed a crowd of 2,000 people and fueled a riot against the police who barricaded the young man suspected attacker inside the place of worship, which the church put out multiple statements against this. The church put out multiple press releases. Bishop Mar Emanuel has put out a statement that we covered. So all of this has been mitigated and addressed. One of my favorite passages is in Ephesians chapter 6, where the Apostle Paul writes that we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the principalities of this unseen world. That could spook a lot of people out because there is a spiritual world and there's a spiritual war. But what I love about that passage is he tells us to therefore put on the armor of God, helmet of salvation, the gospel of peace. And that is the inspiration for our latest collection, the Armor of God collection, with a custom cut and sew Armor of God jacket representing all the different patches that reflect the armor of God. Available for a limited time only, so go to blessgod.shop to get yours now.